Hi, good morning, or should I say good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I've come on today really because I've been thinking a lot about 2025, and I'm not seeing 2025 as a negative. I'm seeing it as a positive. I truly believe that we can grow in 2025. And I'm going to talk about the reasons why I feel that we can grow in 2025. Now, because I've been through three recessions from when I've been in business for, say, 40 years, for example, I know now that there is growth rather than seeing it as a shrinkage, rather than seeing it as we are not going to grow, that we are going to be in a very difficult situation. Not all of us will be. Some of us will. And I believe that if we take action and that we learn what strategies that we can do that we feel comfortable with, is going to help us to grow in our business, in our lives, for example. Now, it's been a difficult year for me. I'm not going to pretend that it hasn't, that 2024 has been a difficult year for me. And I'm still trying to get over the loss of my twin brother, Christopher. And, it's something that you will never, ever get over, the loss of your twin, a part of you, because you feel like when they passed away, that a part of you also passed away. But I know that he wouldn't want me to stop doing what I'm doing and what I enjoy doing, which is to serve and help other business owners. That was like how I was. I realized this year that actually I need to talk about what I went through in my final years as a business owner in the care sector, for example, because that was the aspect of that business that I stopped because the recession had stopped me. And what I want to really talk about is that every time a recession hits, it caused me to shrink back and not be the eagle and not use the storm and to lift my wings and to fly with the storm, into the storm, and to use those wings to fly higher and higher. It caused me to be like the little birds that were hiding in the storm, for example, hiding away. I shrunk. And I'm not going to do that in 2025. I'm going to fly high. I'm going to be that eagle that, after, 40 years, for example, the eagle flying high up into the mountains somewhere quiet and private, that it literally breaks its own beak and renews itself. It builds a new beak so it can pull its talents and its feathers out, for example, so that new rebirth has begun. And that's how I feel today. And I believe that this is something that we all should take on, this mentality, the eagle mentality, in order to grow in 2025. I realized as well that I need to also support more business owners that are in that time in their business where they're going to be facing difficulty and hardship, and to help them to get out of that situation by building aspects of the business that they need to do, like the crisis fund that I keep talking about and have been talking about for months now. There's nothing new even before the budget came out in October 2024, for example. Look, Warren Buffett, they're getting rid of a lot of commercial property. The same with like how Macy's has closed, well, is looking to close 165 stores by 2026 because they need to reinvest into the businesses, the part of the business that's actually working and growing, and focus on the one that's producing the most money. We're business owners. Of course, we should think about what is producing the most money and focus on that and doubling down on that. Just like I mentioned about, Macy's 34th Street. You go into that store, it's an experience that you will never forget. It's like when you go to Disney, you get that experience that you will never forget. I mean, when I went to Disney in 2017, it's an experience, first time I've ever been, and it was an experience that I will never forget. And I want to go back there as well because the experience was just out of this world. Same with Macy's. When you walk into Macy's store on 34th Street, there's something magical about it. And they created that. But I've also been to the other stores that is sort of out of the way. It doesn't have the same magic as what the 34th Street one has. And, I've been really, as I'm doing these daily lives and I'm talking to you about things that can create revenue, income streams, it's making me really push more for this type of business model, that we need to look at what we can do that's going to help us to survive and to thrive in the storm by not doing what everyone else is doing. You go the opposite, like the eagle. The eagle doesn't fly with the other birds. It's flying solo by itself, for example, because it doesn't want to be distracted. It doesn't want to be involved in all the noise and the negative, the quibbling, if you hear birds, the smaller birds, they're always chirp, 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 chirp. They're loud in that way. The eagle isn't hanging around the smaller birds. The eagle is flying solo. And if it gets a mate, that mate has to be on the same level. Otherwise, like the female eagle will not go out with the male eagle if that eagle can't be on the same level or more. I'll give you an example. The female eagle, what she does is that she will hold a twig in her hands, for example, and she will fly really high as she can possibly go. And then she drops the twig, drops it, and then the eagle literally has to catch it before it hits the ground. And if that eagle doesn't catch it before it hits the ground, then that female eagle is not going to have that eagle as her mate, because she wants to be able to feel secure. She wants to be able to feel that the eagle can look after her and the family, for example. Now, I just think it's so amazing. When you have an epiphany moment? Well, I'm having an epiphany moment. I've been in business for 40 years, and I feel like I'm that eagle that had to, in 2024, when I lost my brother in 2023, for example, for like a year, I really haven't been myself. I've carried on in my business because my business needs me, but I haven't really been myself. and I'm still recovering from the loss of my brother. That's the reason why I perhaps may seem a bit different, is because I've lost my twin brother who was a part of me. So I feel like I'm the eagle that has gone up in the mountain and literally had to break its own beak, pull out its talents, pull out its feathers to become new again, to soar higher than what she ever has done before, to be able to live for another 30 years or more, for example. That's how I'm feeling at the moment. I'm feeling very powerful, even though I might sound quiet. And yes, my voice has changed because I've gone through a traumatic experience of losing my twin brother. But I've still carried on in my business to support my clients, because that is my true love, is to support clients that want to be an eagle. I want you to grow, and I want you to have the best of life and the best that life can offer you. And I'm not talking about financial, I'm talking about freedom. I'm talking about health, talking about being free spiritually. I'm talking about renewing yourself from within. And I do feel renewed from within. And I've had to work on myself. Although I still was, doing my business and things like that. But I literally have had to cut off the fat in my business that was not serving me, and to become new again. Because at the end of the day, we've only got one life to live. And I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. I choose to do the things that I enjoy doing. And I choose to work with clients that also want that joy and that are wanting to be happy and wanting to be an eagle, that will have the stamina to deal with challenges, to overcome those challenges, and to see those challenges as an opportunity for growth. Because each time you grow, you get stronger, and then you can cope with the next challenge, because there's always going to be challenges. You can't just give up at the first hurdle. We've got to move forward, and we've got to look at how we can overcome those challenges. This is why I'm here on YouTube doing videos every day. And I've been doing this for the last couple of months, really every day. Not just once, but twice, sometimes 3 times a day, 4 times a day. I'm doing a variation of different videos, because at the end of the day, although we got a business, we've got other things that we do as well in our lives as well. And it's important that we eat healthily. It's important that we put the right things into our bodies so that we can be more productive. We can be more calmer. It will help our mental health. It will give us stamina. It will give us strength. It will allow us to be like the eagle, having that view from above, looking down to see what's happening. And we have got to learn that we can work smarter. Yeah, business is going to be hard. It's just how it is. But we have to learn to work smarter, because by having all of these different automations, these different systems, things that's going to make life easier for us in our business, will also help our clients as well. But you have got to learn these new things. It's a new way of thinking now. We can't bring the old strategies that we used to do into 2025. We've got to produce new strategies. We've got to think outside the box. We can't copy what other people are doing, because that's their work that they've worked hard for. Try and be a bit different. Yeah, there's some aspects that you can use, but try and be different. Like I said, this is, I've been through 3 recessions in my businesses, and I've had a lot of businesses, and I've learned now from those 3 recessions, but it's only hit me now, for example, that there's things that you can learn from those recessions that can actually bring you into a stronger new year, and not look at it as a negative thing. See it as a positive, and what can you learn and what can you pick up from that, from the budgets, the inflations, etc. I'm going live tonight because there's a lot going on with commercial property that I want to talk to you about tonight in the live. So I hope that you'll be able to join me, because there's some really massive opportunities out there for you. But let's look at collaborating, working together in order to grow. Okay? Because, like I said, I feel that this new year is a new beginning for all of us. It's not just that there's this recession coming. It's what can we do in this recession that's going to bring us out like the eagle that flies higher than you've ever done before. So I just wanted to talk to you about something that was, that I was feeling, for example, and where I am today. And, like I said, I've been business coach for over 10 years now. And I just feel that there's a new beginning that's positive for everybody if we take the right steps and the right strategies, and we learn from what's happened in the past to use that as your advantage, as your opportunity for growth. So do join me tonight. I will be on live about 9 o'clock. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, then hit the subscribe button, because then you'll get the notification to join me when I go live tonight. And I really want to be able to talk to you about what's happening, what's been happening behind the scenes, and in terms of, the market, for example. And that's why I've been showing these videos and been talking about the 30-day CEO challenge to help you to overcome challenges, because we are going to face challenges next year. And also I've been talking about business recovery as well, because I've been through these things. So I want to be able to show business owners that are 6 and 7 figures, for example, even though for you, maybe you may have just started, you still need to be aware of these things so that you can cope when you are hit with something that could stop you. You see it as you go into it, and you don't run away from it. You feel the fear, but you face it anyway. Okay, so I hope that you'll be able to join me tonight. I'm looking forward to talking to you about the discussion that I'm going to have tonight with you at 9 p.m. So click the notification, or there's a button that you can click on the YouTube thing to say notify me, and then you'll be notified. And I hope you'll be able to all join me, because I want to be able to share something with you that I feel that's going to be of benefit to you. And I want you to be able to change your reality from the inside out. Okay, so I look forward to speaking with you later. Take care. God bless. Bye.